Hello everyone and welcome back to Rudy's 1/6 World for another First Thoughts breaking news video. And Hot Toys is storming out of the gates following the break they had for Chinese New Year with the announcement of the new Iron Man Mark 6 2.0 version, which is a die-cast figure in 6 scale from the original Avengers movie. But not only is it the figure, but they also announced a suit-up Gantry is seen in the movie, which is just insane. I forgot which version of the Iron Man figures released by Hot Toys had a small version of this Gantry as an add-on to the base, but here we're getting the full version with arms, light-up features, extra parts. I'm actually kind of still processing the piece because it's massive. So let's start with the basics. We're getting 3 versions, or at least 3 options here. First one is the fully loaded version, which is the figure and the Gantry, and that will also get you some exclusive armor pieces that allow you to recreate scenes where the armor is being removed by the Gantry arms. Second version is just the 2.0 figure itself, and the final option is just to pick up the Gantry as well. But in those last 2, you will miss out on the armor pieces. So again, nice of Hot Toys to give you options, which I'm sure will be a big help for those of us on a tight budget. So let's start with the obvious. It's Hot Toys going back to that Iron Man well, and there's obviously ongoing demand for these figures, which is why Hot Toys keeps releasing them. And I'm usually pretty vocal about sometimes being annoyed at getting more of the same, particularly when there are other Marvel figures that we as a community are waiting for that haven't been announced, aka Namor. But with this release, how can you not be impressed? The Iron Man figure itself looks incredible, and we would expect nothing less from Hot Toys. At this point, their expertise and engineering with these is unrivaled. But look at the package. The Gantry is incredible. First of all, scale-wise, this thing is massive. It looks like it eclipses the figure. So if you do get him, prepare a nice spot for him since he'll claim a lot of real estate. But the detail work on the Gantry, the articulated arms, the light-up features, and the steps, it's just wow, it's impressive. I don't think I can really express how amazing I think this piece looks. I do have the original Gantry from Iron Man 2, and I love that piece, and I think this one is going to be just as good, if not better, and really draw people's attention. There's a promo shot of the Gantry removing the armored panels and revealing the skeletal structure below, and the detail work on those exposed panels that only come with the full set, it's just jaw-droppingly good. Then we have to talk about the sculpt. It comes with the rolling eye system, so nice upgrade in general that Hot Toys keeps putting on their figures. And I think it's actually a really good looking sculpt. I'll admit at first I was taken back a little bit and thought there was something off about it, but looking at the pictures more carefully, I think the biggest thing is they gave him a little smirk. So the sculpt actually has a little personality to it. They didn't go full laugh or overly expressive, so I do like that it's just a nice subtle change that brings something different to the table for Hot Toys figures, or at least Hot Toys Tony Stark figures. Beyond that, the figure includes some battle damage pieces and the lasers that shoot out of his gauntlets. But at least for me, those are nice adds, but the real appeal here is the full set with him coming down the Gantry and the armor being removed. It's going to look dynamic, and I think the key is shelf presence. If you get the full set, I think it's just going to stand out. So, where do I stand? This one is really tempting. It's tempting actually because I don't have a Mark 6 in my collection. I was never an Iron Man completist where I needed every suit, just because I thought it was a hole that I'd never be able to dig myself out of. So I passed on this one when it originally came out in plastic and then on the die-cast version, which is what really makes this release intriguing for me because I would be adding a new suit in that I don't have, and I wouldn't feel like I'm retreading old steps. And for me, the appeal is obviously the full set. I would envision having him displayed with the sculpt exposed coming down the Gantry with all those armor pieces being removed and using those exclusive add-ons for the full set. Although I have to imagine based on the scale of the Gantry, this isn't going to be cheap. The die-cast figure itself is going to be in the 400 range, so I'm sure that the Gantry itself is going to be a pretty penny. Although like with the original Iron Man 2, you did get a slightly better deal if you went for the full set. So I'm just curious to see what that price is going to look like here. And I do also have to be cognizant again of the space requirements. Although as another aside, I'm finally taking the plunge into Magic cases and investing in having a nice full display in my basement. So I think I'll have the real estate to be able to display him. So I'm definitely leaning towards picking him up. I just have to say I'm blown away by what Hot Toys is showing here. I think their armors have always been on point, but I think they're starting to make their pieces, especially their more expensive pieces, feel like real showstoppers. You'll see my review of the deluxe integrated suit Spidey from No Way Home soon, and with the diorama base, it just feels like you're getting something really high-end, and I think that's how this piece is going to feel once you get it. So I'm impressed, and I like what Hot Toys is doing, and hope they keep it up. So that's a quick look at the latest Hot Toys announcement, and I'm blown away. I really am, and I'm curious if you are too. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, thank you for watching, and if you are enjoying the content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll touch base on the next video.